Perfect. Thank you.
Where do we go to get this? On the webpage?
Pardon? Are you able to see it online, William?
No, I want to know where to go.
Did you get your SendHub notice today with go-to meeting with the ID number on it?
I didn't see that come through, but
Okay, check your SendHub message, okay? And hopefully it's there. How many of you saw your SendHub message this morning? The text that came is our master texting system that we are able to communicate with all our on your cell phone, your mobile device, right? You did not? Did you look at your phone to see?
No, there was no text.
Oh, really? I got mine. You didn't get yours?
9:25.
Oh, what time did you get yours, Rodney?
Yeah, about that time too.
Yeah, you didn't get one, William?
I don't have one.
Cynthia, do you have one?
Yes.
Okay, Cynthia has
Just right
one.
now.
You just turned your phone on right now, right?
No.
Did you get one, Keith?
I did get
Okay, very good. So most everybody got one. Did your dad get one? Okay, so we need to figure out.
9:28.
Okay, so you do have it.
Right now. I just saw it.
Okay, very well. Okay, all right. So let me just walk you through some of the things that I think will help us with our business this year. So we have a series that we call the Mastering Your Craft series for 2015, and prospecting opportunities. Here's a little method that I want you to think about. Prospecting equals appointments equals sales. Prospecting equals appointments equals sales. So if you prospect consistently, you will set appointments and you will make sales. I noticed something kind of different this year. About the first week in January, I noticed that when I got here in the morning around 8:15, 8:30, there was another vehicle already sitting in the parking lot that had Rodney D. Goldman's name on it. And so then when I went by his office, I noticed that he was listening to his messages for his affirmations and all the things that he needs to do to get ready for his work day. So hopefully, Rodney, have you got any transactions so far this year?
I have.
How many have you gotten so far?
Oh man, 3 so far.
He's gotten 3 transactions so far this year. So it shows you that prospecting equals appointments equals sales. So what I want you to do is set a goal for yourself and say to yourself, I'm going to call 15 people today. Every work day that I work, I'm going to call 15 people, and don't call the same 15 every day, okay? 15 new people every day. And here's what's going to happen. A third of those will become sales for you. A third of those, actually, you'll set appointments with a third of them, not sales, but a third of them you will set appointments with. All right? You should be focusing on prospecting and setting appointments. And out of that 15 calls you make, a third of them, which will be how many?
5.
5 appointments you should be setting with your 15 calls. So if you're not calling enough folks, guess what? You're not going to get many appointments. That's what I want to remind you of. So make it a goal to have a minimum of 1 appointment that you set each business day that you work. Just try to set 1 a day. And that's not so overly ambitious, is it? You just set 1 appointment per day. I think you're going to be way ahead, and you'll actually have, if you work a 5-day work week. How many of you work a 5-day work week? Anybody here work 6 days? 6 days? Anybody work 7 days? All right, so at least 6 days. All right, so what I want you to be encouraged to do is prospect, focus on setting appointments, and the sales will come, Ms. Boedo. Here's some of the things that we talked about with respect to prospecting. You can look at expired listings, cancel. You can look at notice of default, short sale opportunities, moving up clients. You look at your circle of influence. We've gone through all these things before. Look at your past clients. If you're new in the business, you don't have any past clients. But some of you who have closed escrows over last year, you have past clients in the previous years. Now, I want to go into something that's really important. You know, about 10 years ago, I was an owner of 2 RE/MAX offices. I had a RE/MAX office that I ran in Woodland Hills, and I had another one in Calabasas. And what I found out was that the properties in Woodland Hills and Calabasas sold for a little bit more than the properties I was representing in the past in Pacoima and San Fernando. That's what I discovered. And I discovered that a lot of the folks in the more affluent areas have a little bit more money than the folks in the poor neighborhoods. I also found that a lot of them were more high maintenance folks. They had a higher expectation of service. So as long as I was prepared to give them the service, I'm okay with that. And so what I want you to know is some things occurred 10 years ago. I saw some changes. I decided to move closer to my house, and I decided to buy a business here in Northwich, a RE/MAX office that was called RE/MAX Ltd Select. You all remember that, right? And the person whom I was selling my business to was a company that was called RE/MAX O2B Estates, or RE/MAX on the Boulevard. Anybody ever hear of them? All right.
The Mark Olson.
Has anybody seen them?
I didn't drive that way.
They're not in business anymore.
Yeah, it's Olson.
Yeah, they're not in business anymore. And I'll tell you, 10 years ago, they had an office that was thriving in Sherman Oaks. They had a commercial office in Sherman Oaks. They had an office in Studio City. They had an office in Encino. And then they bought into our offices, which was Calabasas and Woodland Hills. So they had all these offices, and they had a commercial office in Calabasas. And what happened was that they did not see the change in the market. And what I want to get you guys to see is the market is changing. And if you don't change, you'll be like my friend who owned RE/MAX on the Boulevard was 10 years ago. You'll be out of business. And that's what's going to happen. So whether you like it or not, these are the realities of life. So I want you to realize that social media is a big part of how people communicate with each other today. A couple of weeks ago, we talked about social connectivity. Remember that? How many of you have a Facebook account? Can I see your hands? Anybody have a business Facebook account? Anybody here? All right, so that's great. One of you have a business Facebook account. I want to encourage all of you to also have a business Facebook account. How much does it cost you? Oh my gosh, that's a great price, don't you think? So I want to encourage you to set up a Facebook account for your business so that you can focus on promoting your listing, promoting your lead generation system on your Facebook business account. 70% of Facebook users go to their site daily. Did you hear me? What percentage of Facebook users go to their site every day? 75%. You said, so it's gone up already since we've been sitting here, right? From 70 to 75%, right? And almost a half of them go to their site more than once a day, multiple times a day. Okay? Did you all hear me? So why would you not want to market to people who are going on to the Facebook account, right, and putting out a message that may resonate with them? 52% of online adults are multiple social media. They go to multiple social media accounts. Can you give me another social media system other than Facebook? Trulia, that's one. Another one? Twitter, right?
Nextdoor.com.
Okay, what about the business one? Anybody know the business one? LinkedIn, right? Okay. Anybody ever hear of something that's called Instagram? Right? Hey, that's a social media account. That's right. It's for photos, right? So what I'm saying to you is that this is what's happening in the real world. Folks are becoming much more social than ever before. So if you say, I'm not into all that stuff, guess what? You're missing out. You're missing out on a lot of business. Instead of just talking about, where you're going to go have dinner tonight, talk about business. Yes?
I was going to say, when I looked at my Facebook this morning, I had 5 new views on my business page.
There you are. There you are.
I don't know who they were, but they looked at it.
And you could probably find out who they are if you go look on the analytics part of it.
They liked it.
So what I want you to do is when you set up your business account, I want you to encourage people to like your business account on Facebook. And all you have to do is call them up or text them or email them and say, hey, would you like my Facebook account? How many of you have liked the Mel Wilson and Associate Realtors Facebook account? Not all of you. I want you to go on to the Mel Wilson and Associate Realtors Facebook account and click. I like it. Okay? When you set up your account, you specifically say, would you like my account? Guess what I'm going to do? Click. I like it. right? The more likely it gets, the more popular it's going to be, and the more people want to go to your site. Your goal is to drive more activity to your site, so you get more likes. I invested in a company, and I said, I want to get up to at least 500. So 6 months ago, I had about 85. Now I have 500. I want to get up to about 10,000. That's where I want to be. You have to start somewhere, right? All right, so it says here, startling statistic. People who are 65 years and older, did you know that some of them have Facebook accounts too? You turn the lights off. Did you know that people who are 65 years and older also have Facebook accounts? Anybody here? All right. So guess what? More than half of them are internet users. Did you hear that? You thought that the folks who were babies were out of touch. Guess what? They're not. They're in touch. So you guys need to go where they're at. Now, social media, 23% of online users go on to Twitter. So about a quarter of all the folks who use the online way of communicating with each other, they go on Twitter. Over 25% go on to Instagram. And so Instagram is famous. Maybe you have a new that came out here, so you might want to post it on Instagram. Or maybe you got a convention or real estate convention or something, and you want to let them know, hey, I'm in business, so you post your photo on Instagram. Anybody about Pinterest? There's something amazing that you find out about Pinterest. You'll find out, okay? LinkedIn, a powerful way. I know one who's the primary way of marketing themselves to set up on LinkedIn. So if you are not going on to LinkedIn, if you do not have a LinkedIn account, you are way out of touch. You are not in business today. So you need to be in business. You better get a LinkedIn account. How much does it cost you?
It's $0.
Oh my gosh, isn't that a great price? Okay. All right, so a third of all Americans own a tablet. Did you all know this? A tablet. Anybody here own a tablet? A third of all Americans own a tablet. And what's amazing is that the demographic profile of folks who own tablets are the kind of folks who can afford to buy houses. Says here, those living in households earning at least $75,000 per year, they only own tablets. 56% of them own tablets, guys. So if you're fighting having mobile access, having things on the mobile devices, you are fighting the wave of the future. You guys need to get with it. Adults aged 35 and 44, almost 50% of them own tablets. Pretty amazing, huh? Yeah, but you guys didn't know this, did you? All right, so tablets and mobile devices. College graduates, almost 50% of college grads have mobile devices. Check this one out. Parents with minor kids living at home own a tablet. And a lot of parents with minor children living at home want to own a home, right? They may want to expand their home, get a larger home, and as their kids move out, they may want to downsize to get a smaller home. So you guys need to get with it. If you don't have the ability to get a tablet, you need to go out, get a list of you close the deal, take your priority, buying a tablet. Okay? I want you guys to encourage you to do this. All right, so 49%, almost 50% of Instagram users go online. You hear this, Greg? How often?
49% of this grade is
daily. Pretty amazing. And Pinterest? What does that talk about? They engage on their daily platform too. 17% of them go on daily. 36% of Twitter users visit their site daily. LinkedIn users engage, 13% of them go on daily. So, are you guys more smart or you didn't know? I see some heads nodding. Or you just falling asleep? Okay. Facebook. 71% of online adults. Pretty amazing, huh? And all you guys who say, I don't want to Guess what? You don't have to be on Facebook for a personal Facebook account. Why not invest in a business Facebook account? I can tell you that almost every major company in the United States nowadays has a free Facebook account. Did you all know that? Did you all know that Macy's and all these big companies have a Facebook account? And they want you to go to their account. So why not you? Why not do what the people are making money for doing? Make sense? Don't be so old school. 74% of women users of social media use Facebook. Almost three-quarters of women. Wow. There are fewer men who do it, but the women are on They're on Facebook. All right, so mobile devices, fully 40% of cell phone owners use a social media site. So I know some of you may be thinking, I don't want to communicate with my clients online. They're never going to go online and look at my listing information. They're never going to go online and look at their escrow process. That's old school. My people are like that. And guess what? They are. And if you offer it to them, you're going to set yourself apart from the rest of them. If you tell your client, by the way, when you list your house with me, I'll be able to update you regularly on sites you can go to free and up to date on what's going on. And by the way, when we open escrow and you want to find out what's going on in escrow, you're going to the Philippines on your vacation, you can go online and search for what's going on with your transaction.
It depends on part of the
Okay, depends on what part of the Philippines.
Small town, then have
Okay, you go to the big town. Everybody knows anyone eventually. Yes.
And so that's a good tool for us to tell them that we got to put the internet marketing campaign on.
I agree. It's a powerful tool. I'll tell you what, over 90% of the consumers who are looking for a home, they start off where? Online, in the internet. And so guess how many of you have clients that you property for it, and then you stop looking at it? Hey, did you see that property on Redfin? Oh, there was a property on your how many of you have clients that are doing that? Hello. You guys been ahead of it. You know.
I sold your house. And my clients, they want to look into that.
Okay. All right. So I just want you guys to see where the industry is going. These are the most popular ones here: YouTube, LinkedIn, Facebook. Who do you want to do business with? You guys want to do business with folks who don't read? Don't go. Anyone here know anybody that doesn't have a TV? You know? But do you own one? Yeah. So you don't know anybody that owns one, right? Okay. You know what? I'll tell you what. The industry is changing, and I don't want us to go the way of the dinosaurs. The dinosaurs did not know the climate was changing. And guess what? The only place you're going to see a dinosaur now is a museum, unless you want to go to the La Brea Tar Pit or someplace like that. Or in a book or online. You're not going to see a live dinosaur walking around here anymore. And I'll tell you what, there are a lot of realtors who are dinosaurs. They are dinosaurs. And guess what? In 5 years, many of them will not be, and that could be us. Not anymore. Unwilling will change for the consumers who want to go. So I want to encourage you guys to get with it, because if you don't, somebody else is going to get with it. All right, so let's go through some things that I think are a little bit encouraging for you, and it should be for all of us. This coming year, you'll notice that sales volume will be up. The volume talks about the dollar amount. The number of transactions in 2015 will be up as well, but the dollar amount will be up. How many of you know that in 2015, fewer transactions closed than we had in 2013? Anybody know any of that? And if you're going to contract it a little bit in 2014 compared to 2013? Yeah.
I heard in the news this morning. December sales rose 5%.
Well, that's good. That's good to know. But I will tell you something. You guys need to know your numbers. When you're meeting with a client who's a seller, you'll let them know, hey, you know that prices are going up. Listen, seller, maybe it's time for you to put your house on the market now. Maybe they thought they could sell their house on this profit. And how about those buyers who are sitting on the fence saying, I'm waiting for prices to come down. Anybody hear the buyers saying, I'm waiting for prices to come down? And I said, you already waiting for them. They already waiting. They're on their way up. And this year they're expecting the values to go up about 5 or 6% in our market. So you need to know these things so that you can be on top of your game when you go meet with a client, a buyer, or a seller. Housing affordability, that's what's happening with that. It's going down now. Right now, in 2014, it was 30%. You know where that number is going to be out in 2015? Anybody have any idea? Housing affordability is how many can actually afford to buy a home based on the price of homes in our market percent down payment. Do you know what's going to happen with housing affordability in 2000? Who knows?
I think it'll stay the same interest rates drop.
Well, I wish I think it was the right one on this one, but it's not. The prices are going up. Interest rates are also going to be rising. So the affordability factor for our market will be about 27% in 2015. So what that means is your buyers who are wanting to wait around for prices to go down, for interest rates to go down lower, guess what? They're dreaming. They're dreaming. So would you do me a favor? Would you do me and wake them up? Because they're in the dreamland. That's not what's going to happen this year. Hope I wasn't too hard on you. All right, so dollar volume for the first year, we see here what happened in 2015. Dollar volume is going up, as I said earlier, right? All right, so I want you guys to get with it. I want you guys to realize that our market is dynamic, not static, it changes. And you need to be in touch with your clients because some of your clients are using old information that they're making their decisions on. They're basing it on what it was before or what somebody told us last year. The market changes, and you guys need to keep on what those changes are in the market if you want to be at the top of your game. Now, if you just want to be an average or below average agent, don't do it. You know, I just know that when I see kids and I ask them when they grow up, what do you want to be? They say, you know, I want to be a firefighter, I want to be a police officer, I want to be an attorney or a doctor. And I know that most of them talk about their kids. They don't say, my kid's going to be average. Do they? They want their kids to be the best. And you should aspire to be the best as well. That's why I'm giving this information, to give you a leg up. When you're competing with the rest of the market, you can compete and be successful in your competition. Here's what happened in 2011. The average price of house in California was how much? $432,600, right? And the interest rate was how much? Hello, it was right there over the test.
4.5.
4.5. You guys can tell us the month so you can see it? Okay. All right, so here's what happened in 2012. Look what happened. What did they do?
Went up.
They went up about 4.1%, right? And the median price home was $13.19, and interest rates did what?
Went down.
They went down, but look what happened to housing affordability in 2012. Look where it was at. In 2011, it was 53%. So that meant that over half of the people couldn't afford to buy a house. In 2012, still over half of people. Let's see what's going on with the trend line. 2013, what happened? Is that a tremendous drop in housing affordability? Right? Why is that? Look what happened here. Prices went up 27%. That's a huge jump. Do you agree? That's a huge jump. So let's go through 2014. What's going down with 2014? Oh my goodness, what happened?
That's strong.
Jump. And look what happened to housing affordability. And what happens with mortgage rates? What's the trend on mortgage rates? Down. Really? Well, you started here at 4.5, 3.7, 4.0, 4.3, so overall, And finally, in 2015, this is what interest rates are projected to do. They're projected to go where? Up. And what is housing affordability projected to do? Go down. So if you're talking about buyer, well, you know, I want to wait another year before I buy. I want to stay until I get to 20, you know, and what would be your argument? I would say maybe you should buy the with 3.5% down payment. Maybe you should go to a conventional loan with 10% down. Maybe you should take part of that money you're saving and buy down your interest rate. You know, these are the things that I would talk to a buyer about. And I would say, Mr. and Mrs. Buyer, prices are going up, interest rates are rising. This makes the case why you should be doing something now instead of later. So I want to empower you guys with information. So people don't just think you're just making this stuff. This is real stuff. You see this thing? This is the logo for the California Association of Realtors. It's pretty accurate information. This is the information that your trade association house and makes available for you. And what we're going to do is we're going to have this PowerPoint presentation available on our website. Thank you. Okay, thank you. All right, so I want you guys to realize that this is what's happening in Milwaukee today. So, free lunch. All right, so that is the end of the presentation. So what I want to find out, guys, is what are you going to do? You're going to start prospecting. Okay.
I'm going to continue prospecting.
All right.
I'm gonna go door knocking.
You're going to go door knocking. You're going to start prospecting. You're going to continue prospecting. What are you willing to do? What's that? You do have a prospect. You got to set a point. We started out by saying what? Prospecting equals appointment equals sales. And I will say that Rodney had his testimony today. He started prospecting consistently, didn't you? And it's amazing what happened. Just work. I want to see you guys have a great year this year, and I believe we can if you just start prospecting, setting appointments, and getting information that I'm sharing with you. Use this information to educate your clients, educate the prospects, and guess what? Make the right decisions. All right? Okay, guys, thanks so much. We'll talk to you soon. On our website, if you go to the website for agent login, we'll be there tomorrow. Got it? Got it. Thank you.
All right.
So, you want to turn it on?
Short and sweet like that, huh?
There you go. So I signed up for my broker's license classes. Congratulations.
It was on my goal list. And I had to get it done before August. So in 10 weeks, I'll be ready to